Hello, good morning. This is Himanshi Kaushik, your host of the day, and I heartily and sincerely welcome you all in today's session and seminar or webinar, whatever you may want to call it. So, before we proceed with this seminar today, I hope that you all are doing good, safe, sound, and happy. So today we have gathered here to witness a session on entering the world of artificial intelligence and data engineering 2.0. And for the same, we have been joined by Mr. Jiyad and Mr. Charantan. So basically they will be helping us through the subject and through the knowledge today. And before I request our expert to take over the screen, I want all the students to know that now you can post your queries in the Q&A box or in the chat box, or at the end of the session, you can even raise your hand so that we can allow you to talk to our experts directly. And with this, sir, Jayat sir and Charantan sir, I welcome you in the session today. And Jayat sir, over to you. Looking forward for a good
Thank
session.
you. Thank you so much, Himanshi ma'am. It's so great to be in this webinar and see so many students joining the webinar. So first of all, I would like to welcome all the students in this webinar of LPU. So this webinar is to give you insight about various things which is happening in LPU. So in LPU, there is a program of BTech in CSE, Computer Science and Engineering. So this is a specialization program related to artificial intelligence and data engineering. So this program is in tie-up with FutureEns. So now you can post your questions, whatever questions you have throughout the webinar. Me and Chirantan will be happy to clear all your doubts regarding this. So we'll just start the webinar. So first of all, what is FutureEns? So FutureEns is the godfather of talent. So what we do, we in LPU, we have a program in tie-up with your university. So this program is regarding AI, artificial intelligence and data engineering. So as you all know that AI is trending nowadays with the coming of chat tools like ChatGPT, AI has gone to a different dimension. Okay. And AI is replacing a lot of jobs. The jobs of content writing is replaced, and in future more jobs will be replaced. So it is very important that students adopt AI. Either you have to learn how to use AI, or you have to learn how to create AI. So in this program we focus on creating tools of AI. So the model of FutureEns is that we train students. We have various cohorts. We have offices in Bangalore, Delhi. So we train students on these technologies like artificial intelligence and data engineering. After training, we deploy them to the client location. So we have tie-up with many Fortune 500 companies. Currently, we cannot name the companies as we have signed a deal with them, but we have tie-up with various companies. So after training them, we deploy the students in the placement to these companies. So this is the model of FutureEns. Now I would like to show you a short video regarding this. So I'll just play this video.
Um, Sir, very sorry to interrupt. The voice is not audible, sir.
Okay, the voice of video is not audible.
Yeah, no.
Mm, Now is it audible?
No, sir.
Mm,
Maybe we can just play it in YouTube. You can share the link if you want.
yes. Should I share this link?
Yeah, yeah. Please share it, sir.
Should I share it in the chat box?
You can, sir. Either you can play from the YouTube itself. I think that will work.
Okay, sure. Now is it audible?
No, 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 no. So please do it, sir. I'll do it from my end. No issues.
Did you receive the link?
Yeah. Just in a minute. I'll just stop.
When you're launching a new New product with a tight deadline?
2 weeks?
Grammarly's tone suggestions can help motivate your team with a positive.
Okay. So I'll just start sharing my screen in a bit. Yeah. Is my screen visible, sir? Is my screen visible? Can I
Yes.
stand? Yeah, okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Approach, because we got work. So I think the best part of Futurance Academy is actually when we get to see the outcomes and the real impact that we make in the lives of our Futurance fellows.
The Futurance Academy is our sacred temple of learning, where literally all the magic happens. As you see these young boys and girls enter this sacred place, you could see in their eyes, their faces, the desire, the passion, the determination to do something bigger, better, and make something of their lives.
These talented folks actually have huge potential. And it's really surprising to see what they can go and achieve out there. So we felt that they were really missing something, or maybe someone more like a godfather in their lives.
The moment these folks enter our facility, their evolution begins. We train them with an individualistic approach. Once they come in, we take a diagnostic assessment and a SWOT analysis for them, which reveals their strengths and weaknesses to us. We then tweak our training approach to best suit them. So one of the best moments that we have during any training is when we are working as a group and we are all stuck at a particular problem. Nobody is able to solve that. But then one of the guys goes Eureka and is able to come up with the solution. Now the entire group feels elated at that moment. And this is one of the best experiences ever.
So we all know how the EdTech works, right? In EdTech, they train the talent first and then deploy them. At Futurance, we work differently. What we do here is we go out to the business, get the requirements, then we brainstorm these requirements with our academic team to understand the must-haves, the non-negotiable skill sets. We design the entire curriculum and then we train this talent. Once they are trained, then is where we align the interviews and deploy these candidates. Once we get the requirement from the deployment team, we work backwards. The academics team sit down in a room and we brainstorm and we modify our curriculum to make it more client specific and train our candidates accordingly. This also enables us to design a lot of project-centric simulation so that we can give a relevant hands-on industry experience to our candidates. After working closely with these engineers, what we have realized that being just technically sound is not enough. If we want a holistically developed talent, then skills pertaining to communication, pertaining to interpersonal skills, presentation need to be given equal importance as well. I remember it was the second week of our training when we had given a small activity to these people. They had to work on a presentation. But what came to me as a surprise was the person who was topping the leadership board was the one who actually did not perform well. When I saw him, he was very nervous the entire time. He was not able to articulate his sentences well, and his body language is very closed off. Post the session, I decided to have a small conversation with him in order to understand what the problem was. He told me that he had a stage fright. So after that, we decided that even if that person is performing technically well, we have to ensure that behaviorally the same support is given to that person. We started working on his stage fright so that his confidence is being built on and he is able to deliver better. Last week, when we had a conversation with our client, he told us feedback which was given to us that the same person is the one who is now getting promoted to a project manager and will be leading a team of professionals. And this is the type of impact that we look for. This is the type of change that we want at Futurance. I believe apart from training, what really makes us feel complete is the kind of bond we get to feel. So these guys are like a group of best friends living their college life. The kind of relationship that they are building here, not just with each other, but with us too, is really wholesome. So whether it's working on projects, participating in activities, or simply hanging out and having fun, this special connection has become an integral part of our culture.
The way we see it, these fellows are like diamonds. They came to us uncut, raw, and the hardships that they faced here, the pressures that they worked through here, made them valuable both for themselves and for us. Eventually, their success is what is our reward. They are like our family, the godfather of talents family.
Okay, so this was a short video of future and students and how they are trained in our offices in Bangalore, Delhi. So now I'll just share my screen. Okay. So I hope you like the video of Futurance. Now let's move on to key highlights of this program. So this program of Futurance, which is in tie-up with all LPU, which is BTech, CSE, Artificial Intelligence and Data Engineering. So what are the benefits of this program? The first benefit is that you will get three guaranteed internships. So in these internships, there will be total three internships, one after the second year, one after third year, and one in the second last semester. So in these internships, you will be trained on various technologies. You will be working on real-time projects, which are with our training team. You may also be taken to our locations in Bangalore or Delhi. So this is the first benefit. Okay, because a lot of time, because many times students face a lot of problem in finding the internship. Okay, so we don't want our students to get into the hassle of texting people on LinkedIn that please give me internship. So that's why we are providing the internship to our students. Second is conditional letter of intent. What do we mean by conditional letter of intent? So this program of AINDE with LPU is a guaranteed placement program. So once you enter this program, it is a guarantee that you will get a job. Okay, why is it a guarantee that you will get a job? Because Futurance has tie up with a lot of Fortune 500 companies. Okay, and that companies hire students from us. We provide the students as an employee to those companies. So when you join this program, you will be provided a letter of intent. In that letter of intent, it will be written. It will be like an offer letter. It will be written that you will get a guaranteed job once you clear the degree after 4 years. Okay. And third benefit is that you will be given mentorship through industry leaders. Okay. So here in this program, you will not be trained by normal LPU faculties. You will be trained by the industry experts. So people from big industries, big companies who are working as data scientists, who are working as AI and AI engineers, who are creating these technologies of AI will be coming to LPU and will be training you on the trending technology. So these are the key highlights of this program. So now I would like Mr. Chirantan to take up the slides.
Yeah, okay, sure. I hope I am clearly audible. All right. So as Ziad mentioned, we're talking about getting placed, and that to getting placed in an industry 4.0. Okay. Now, we might have heard a lot about, people calling it industry 4.0, industry 4.0, so on and so forth. What exactly is that? Firstly, when we are talking about today's era, this era is all about Internet of Things. It is about automation. It is about data science and analytics, so on and so forth. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is that we're going to enable you to have those skills, relevant skills, as that of Industry 4.0. Okay. The thing is, today's job market is very cutthroat. Okay. And if you want to get placed, you got to be very skilled at your job. Okay. So obviously, if you want to be skilled, you need someone to handhold you. Okay. And that is where Futurance come into picture. Okay. All right. Next slide, please. All right. What are some of the data engineering skills, okay, in today's day and age? And the ones that you see on this particular slide are also the skills that you will be trained on. Okay. Whether obviously Python, SQL, they all will be there because that forms the foundation. On top of that, what we are talking about is working with the best cloud computing technologies, whether it's AWS, whether it's Azure, and not just giving you an overview, okay? Actually giving you a hands-on experience that, hey, this is how things work. This is how you deploy certain things. This is how you scale a solution, so on and so forth, okay? So just look at different parts, okay, whether it's integration, whether it's warehousing, modeling, pipeline development, whether it's data streaming, so on and so forth. So this is huge, okay, and these are some of the skills that are very much relevant, okay, in today's day and age. If you think that today's day and age, by just knowing Python, by just knowing SQL, you will bag a job, that is so wrong, okay, you won't, okay. You need to have that extra edge, you need to have knowledge on multiple things, and that is where you become job ready, okay. Next slide, please. If you look at the market demand for data engineering is at all-time high, okay. 3 years back, this was the same for that of a data scientist, okay. And obviously, I am not saying that one role is better than the other, or so on and so forth. But currently, if you look into it, data engineering are the kind of roles which industry wants, okay. Because now even companies or big organizations have started to understand that, hey, we can do with one data scientist or 5 data scientists, but we cannot just do with one data engineers. We need at least 20 data engineers. Because obviously, the kind of data that gets churned from any organization, where it's a banking financial institution, where it's a manufacturing plant, whether it's a a media company, it's hard. And to engineer the data, to maintain all the data, you need data engineers in place. This is obviously one of the most rewarding career, okay, whether it's as per the salary, as per the designation, as per the roles that are there globally. So definitely this market demand, by the way, is globally, okay. This is not for India or something like that. Yeah. All right, next slide. Yeah, these are the median salaries. Obviously, the salaries are going to grow. Okay, that is a no-brainer. So the as you gain experience, okay, in most of the fields, what happen is, as you gain experience, your salary increases, and that is a linear structure. Okay, so your salary will grow linearly. But data engineering is one of those fields where you can expect data engineering, data science, analytics. Yeah, this is such a field where you can expect your salary to grow exponentially. Okay, you can definitely expect somewhere around 100% hike when you do a job switch, 70% hike, so on and so forth. Standard industry is 30%, right? So obviously the salaries are huge. Okay, also depends on how skilled you are, right? You will see there is, for example, some data engineers getting placed at 6 LPA, some data engineers getting placed at 16 LPA. There is a difference of as to how skilled that professional is, right? Someone bagging a 16 LPA for sure will be having multiple internship on his or her CV, have equipped himself or herself with some of the best technical skills. So what we aim at future is, yeah, we come up with 3 internships, and that is the scale we're talking about. Yeah. So next slide, please. Yeah, what I was talking about, you have 3 stipend-based internships. One will be in artificial intelligence, one will be in machine learning, the other will be in data engineering, so on and so forth. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah. So if you look at how your internships have been placed, the first internships comes right after 4th semester. Okay. And that internship will be focusing on data engineering competencies, okay, where you will be given a data engineering project. Okay. And trust me, these are industry level projects. These are not some normal random data sets that have been installed from Kaggle, so on and so forth. These are industry data sets. Okay. The second internship comes after 6th semester, which focuses on machine learning engineering. Okay, this it's a subsection of a data scientist. Okay, so a data scientist has to also. It is said that a good data scientist is a great machine learning engineer. Okay, and vice versa. So machine learning engineering, obviously, again, one of the most rewarding careers currently. Yeah. And the third internship comes after 7th semester, which focuses on a combination of data engineering and artificial intelligence. Yeah. How does this matter? If I have developed a solution, I should know how to deploy that solution, how to make it workable. Correct. So yeah, it is like creating a recommendation algorithm and then deploying that recommendation algorithm such that your customers you can recommend your customers products and services, so on and so forth. Yeah. So 3 very fulfilling internships, very skillful internships, I would say very transforming internships, so on and so forth. Yeah. If you look at the tech stack, is, I think it's very cutting edge. Okay. And what the best part that we do at Futurance is that we are always tracking the job market. So we know which skill, which tool is the newest in the market. For example, currently, if you're seeing in the second, if you look at the second project, which is build a ETL pipeline in AWS using NiFi. And NiFi is currently one of the most required skills to have on your CV. Okay. So we train our students in NiFi, whether it's S3, Amazon EMR, whether it's ELK, which is Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana. We look into all that. Okay. So you can think of your portfolio or CV getting really broadened here. Okay. All right, next slide. Yeah, this is the same thing that we talked about. This is like an eagle's eye view that of the tools and tech and the frameworks that you will be guided on, helped on, handheld on, trained on, skilled on, so on and so forth. Yeah. All right, next part. What will be the learning outcomes? The learning outcomes, if I have to state in one line, it is going to be, you are going to be so skilled that for sure you'll be bagging a job in industry 4.0, which is, if I have to put this in a mathematical equation as to what for industry 4.0, it's like highly skilled individual equals to great salary, which also equals to great opportunities globally. Yeah. So yeah, that is what we're talking about at Futurance. Next slide, please. You will be offered a conditional letter of intent. Okay. Please note, this is conditional letter of intent. Yeah. And the joining date, the assignment of the work, nature of the work, and location, they are prerogative to the industry. Okay. And obviously, this will be only given to a candidate who satisfies the requirements. Correct. Yeah, next part. We have talked about why are we going ahead with Futurance. We have 18 plus cohorts, and trust me, these 18 plus cohorts have been successfully deployed. If you don't understand what a cohort is that of a group. Yeah, this group is anywhere between multiple, I think, anywhere like minimum 20 to 30 people, such that 18 cohorts till now have been deployed, and they have been not deployed with some random Tom, Dick, and Harry companies. They are placed with Fortune 500 companies. Okay. The companies that stand out globally, that everyone knows. Okay. These are some of the brands that everyone knows across the industry. Yeah. You'll be having 3 internships. These internships are not free internships where you will be asked to take get a coffee for your manager or take a printout for him or her. These will be stipend based internships where you will be working on industry level projects. Okay. A quality of work will be expected from you. You will be trained on that. Okay. You will be mentored by some of the best people in the industry. These people are not some guys who have taken a course on Udemy and are out there to mentor you. These are some of the people who have really established themselves in the industry, who know what it means, who have practiced in the industry for a couple of years, who know what kind of work will help you bag a job. So think of it like you are completely transforming yourself. Okay. Even you will be unable to understand, as to, you'll be even, mildly surprised as to how Futurance has transformed you. Okay. Or how it has made you skill enabled. Yeah. Next slide, please. These are some of the program architects. Okay. If you look at their profiles, you can just go ahead and put it on LinkedIn. These are some of the guys who have really established themselves, who have really delivered in the industry, who have really built great solutions and great products for people and businesses. Okay. Next slide. Yeah. One of the biggest things that we have is that we have one of the amazing campuses, okay, whether it's Bangalore, whether it's Delhi, whether it's Mumbai, their offices are really, really cool. Okay, they are absolutely cool. You can just have a look at our Bangalore office. It's a sprawling 34,000 plus square feet, where you get to work, where you get to have food, whether you get to have coffee, whether you get to have, where you get to hang around with like-minded skilled people who also want to eventually grow in life. Yeah, so many a times also will happen that you will end up meeting uh like-minded people, and when you meet like-minded people, your journey to excel in your career grows. Yeah, next slide please. Again, one of the best campuses in Delhi. So yeah, next slide please. Okay, that was it from our side. So Ziad, could you please take over?
Okay, so to sum it up, this program is in tie-up with LPU. It's a 4-year degree specialization program, which is BTech Computer Science and Engineering, specialization in artificial intelligence and data engineering. So to sum it up, what are the benefits of this program? You will be provided with 3 guaranteed internships in which you will be provided with a stipend. And these internships can be in one of our offices in Bangalore or Delhi or anywhere. So you can see your offices in Bangalore and Delhi where you may be taken for these internships. And second thing is you will be trained by the industry leader. So here normal LPU faculties will not train you. Leaders, people who are working in industries will come and deliver the important subjects like Python, machine learning, artificial intelligence, data analysis to you. And another thing is conditional letter of intent. So you will be provided a guaranteed placement. Okay. Why guaranteed placement? As we have already mentioned that Future Ends has tie up with Fortune 500 companies. Okay. So these Fortune 500 companies hire directly from us. Okay. And you can apply to this 4-year computer science program. There will be an interview. We don't select anyone who applies. There will be an interview where we will test you on basis of basic mathematics and logical reasoning, and once you clear the interview, then you can enroll in the specialization program. Okay, so yeah, that's it from our side, Himanshi ma'am. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Charantan sir, Ziad sir, for coming in, joining in, and giving this presentation. So we're having a little more questions from our attendees here. Shall I pick them up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, okay. Okay. So first question is from Manish Mishra. Is CSC with specialization good or the core one? Ziad sir?
So, Mr. Chirandan, would you like to take this?
Yeah, could you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, so it is a computer science engineering with specialization is good, or is it the core one, the normal CSA?
No, I think it completely depends on you. But if you're asking me with current industry requirements, I think if you have knowledge on artificial intelligence, machine learning, that's a plus part. So I think it's completely your choice, but I would personally go ahead with the AI one.
Okay, thank you, sir. So we have another question. It is from an anonymous attendee. It says, what is the difference between machine learning and deep learning?
Machine learning and deep learning, firstly, they both are subsets of artificial intelligence. When you're talking about machine learning comprises of 2 parts, which is regression and classification. Where do we use regression? Regression is basically used in forecasting. Okay, for example, you're doing a stock market forecast, you're doing a loan prediction, so on and so forth. And then is the classification. Classification is basically classifying a cat or a dog, classifying if a particular customer will pay the loan or not repay the loan, so on and so forth. That is where machine learning comes into picture. Deep learning is a much more broader aspect. Deep learning is where you do all your speech recognition, you do text classification, you do natural language processing, you do computer vision, so on and so forth. Deep learning is I would say a more broader part where you deal around with image data, audio data, video data, so on and so forth. When it comes to machine learning, it's mostly all text, not textual data, but yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. There was another question from, okay, sir, it says, what is the eligibility for Future In's AI and data engineering program? Ziad sir, do you want to answer the question?
Yeah, sure. So you can apply to this program from your LPU website. There is no eligibility, but you have to clear the interview. Okay. After you apply for this program, there will be an interview process with our academics team. And once you clear the interview, then you can enroll into this program. Okay. Because we have very limited seats. Okay. We have a specific number of seats. So that's why we have to, we only filter out the students who have a good maths and logical reasoning. Okay, so I hope this answers your question.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, so this question is from Ankit. So he says, what is the difference between normal CSC, that is core CSC, computer science engineering, and IT? Or are they similar?
Yeah, so Chirantan, would you like to take this up?
Yeah, so they are, I would say when it comes to CSE, it's more focused on building software engineering systems. When you're talking about IT is more of, it's like a hybrid structure where you learn about software engineering, where you learn about some part of telecommunication engineering as well, where you learn some part of data science, so on and so forth. When it comes to CS is core engineering. Okay, it's like difference between electrical and electronics. Yeah, it's like building circuits, which is electrical, and electronics is where can I use those circuits. Similarly, computer engineering is building softwares, and IT is where can I use those softwares. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. This one question, sir, from an anonymous attendee. It says the student has not learned Python yet, and would it be taught in the program? So, anyone, Ziad sir, Charan sir, do you want to take that up?
Yeah, so obviously you will be trained on everything. Don't worry, even if you have no working knowledge, definitely we're going to take you from the scratch to the height. So don't worry about that part. You'll be trained on all the aspects, whether it's Python, SQL, cloud, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to add one point here. So it is not necessary that you should know some programming language, because this is a computer science and engineering, right? So obviously we will teach you these technologies, but only thing we want from you is that you should have a learning ability. You should be consistent. You should be hardworking, and you should have a good logical skills. Okay. You should have a good maths, obviously, because in 11, 12, whatever subjects you have learned, you should be good in that, right? And so that this is the basic requirement from us. But you should, it's okay if you don't know any of the programming language or anything related to computer science.
And so there's another question regarding internship. So student wants to know what is that average duration of the internship that is going to be there.
Yeah, so first internship will be of approximately 3 to 4 months. Second internship will also be same duration, 3 to 4 months. And our third internship will be of a longer duration of probably 6 months. So total 6 months plus 4 months plus 4 months will be the duration of all the internships.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And another question, Charantan sir, it's does AI come under data science or data engineering, sir?
No. So data science is a part of artificial intelligence. Data engineering is a different part. But actually, if you look at that, it's a broad umbrella. Artificial intelligence is a broad umbrella. Data science, data engineering, they're all like the subsets. So yeah, in a way, it's a related show.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And I think so we're done with, okay. Yeah, we're done with the questions here. And with this, I just want to take this last question and just tell everyone that this session, yes, this session will be uploaded on YouTube, and I've already mentioned the link in the chat box. You can please find the link there. And if you have any query regarding the program, you can also click on the link and can connect to our counselors, and they will be very happy to give the resolutions of your queries. And I think okay, so this one another question from Satyam Tomar. So the question is, what is the level of physics and mathematics in computer science engineering first year would be there? So I mean, do they need to prepare anything, or they can come like after passing the 12th only?
No, no, you don't have to prepare anything. Physics is not there in the first year, but yeah, mathematics is there, because maths is one of the most important subjects. Statistics, mathematics is one of the most important subjects in AI. Mr. Chirantan would agree with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you should not come you should not be prepared anything. It should just be that your logical ability should be good and you should be hardworking and consistent in whatever is taught to you. So Mr. Chirendra, would you like to add something here?
Yeah, so don't get like frightened by mathematics that hey, I'm not a mathematical brain, what will I do? You won't feel out of place, trust me. But having that mathematical ability, statistics actually forms the backbone. So if you are saying that I won't study statistics, you won't have a career for in the first place in the field of data science, data engineering. Okay, so you should be absolutely strong with statistics. Okay, but obviously as of now, you'll be having very basic knowledge. Make sure you garner basic knowledge for the interview process. Okay. And then obviously, when you're in the course, we are there to train you on statistics part. Yeah. But there is no running away from mathematics in artificial intelligence.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So we have another question. Like Chananthan sir had just told about the interview. So students actually want to know a little more information about the interview, like what is gonna be and how they can clear. I mean, what do they need to be prepared
Yeah.
with?
So it's a very basic interview. You don't need to be prepared with anything. We just test students on various criteria, such as their communication skills, how they present their ideas. Okay, because there may be some scenarios when you must come up with a unique idea, a good idea, and you have to execute that idea. So we just see that whether you would be able to, generate that idea and execute it, and communication skills, basic maths which you have learned in 11 and 12. So it is not a rocket science, basic mean median mode. So Mr. Chiranthan is also one of the interviewer. So I think Mr. Chiranthan, would you like to add some more points that what you look
Yeah,
out
sure,
for
sure,
the
sure. So,
students?
so what we are looking for, see, we are not looking for, industry that will, understanding from you guys. You will be mostly asked some very basic questions in Python, okay, or let's say even if you're working on C for that matter, okay, but C is not important, Python is important. Basic questions on Python, basics on statistics. We'll be checking your communication skills. If you have worked on any projects, you got to explain those projects. If you have worked on an internship, you got to explain that internship, so on and so forth. That is it. Nothing more than that. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. And now we are actually done with the queries. And with this, sir, I just want to take your permission to wrap this session up. If you don't want to add anything to it.
Yeah,
Nothing.
sure. So I just want to tell the students that we want good students in our program. So we would be happy that there are 60 participants. So we would be happy that you all 60 apply to this program, appear in the interview. It would give you a different experience. Okay, if even if you are not selected, then there is nothing to lose. But if you are selected, then you would get these many opportunities like guaranteed internships, guaranteed placement. So your whole life is changing here. So we would love that you would appear in the interview, and we would hope to see you in this program. Thank thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. And students, you can just come in here in the university, enroll for the course, and just give the interview. And a little more, you can just come in here and see and visit the university as well, and can check that what all facilities that we have in our university. And with this, sir, I just want to say thank you for joining us here and giving this
Thank
session
you.
to
Thanks.
all.
Thanks.
Yeah. And at the end, I also want to say thanks to all the attendees, all the participants for coming in and joining us here for this long hour, and all giving up your queries, your interaction that you've had is really, really appreciated. So with this, I take your leave. Meet you soon, maybe physically in the university. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you so much for joining in.